Hi, folks. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. What I'm going to do now is begin the Secrets of the Barons presentation that you've all been waiting for. So, in this video and a couple others that follow, you'll get the heart of what we're talking about. And really, the reason they're secrets is we haven't done a good job of communicating with the business community or the community at large for that matter. And so, what we're trying to do is rectify that situation so you get a better insight because there's a lot of things that go on uh, without fanfare, without pomp and circumstance, quietly behind the scenes. And this goes back to a couple of years ago. Our executive realized our players are role models. They've achieved a certain status because of their hockey skills. They're junior C hockey players, and that's the best we've got in our town. They're not NHL. We realize that they're not OHL. They're not Owen Sound Attack, and probably none of them will ever get there. Um, but it's the best we've got in our town. So hey, let's make use of that and leverage that. And really, what I want to tell you is, I know it's a bold statement, but I'm going to tell you that none of your customers, your patients, your clients have gone unaffected by a Baron. I know that's a bold statement, but my intention here is to prove to you throughout this presentation how we do that. You know, we consider ourselves an undeclared service club, really, using hockey as a meme for us to go and affect the community. And you know that we're way more than a hockey team, and our players are way more than players. And they've done a really good job. We're really proud of them. They've delivered in a big way. So let's get started. And actually, right before I jump into the secrets, I want to point out one thing. We're the Hanover Barons. Hopefully, you know who we are. That we play in the Provincial Junior Hockey League, the North Division, the Pollock or the Northern Conference, the Pollock Division. Who our opponents are. Everybody's got a pretty good idea of what goes on at the rink. But one thing I want to point out is that we're a not-for-profit, community-based organization. That may seem obvious, but when you see the way some of the teams operate, they don't operate like that, and we do. And there's quite a difference in the model that we use, and it'll come to light as you watch the rest of the presentation. Now, one of the ways we affect a lot of people is our association with West for Youth. For those of you that don't know, Wes Cameron, it's a Cameron Funeral Home family from Walkerton, was took his own life a few years ago, and it'll be 6 years now. He was a friend of a lot of our players. His brother was on our team. His older brother played 3 years with the Barons. He graduated a couple of years ago. Wes was one of these guys. He's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, good-looking guy. Girls hanging off him. Lots of buddies. Played AAA hockey, rugby, sports, athletic. And who would have thought that that would have happened to a guy like him? And so it impacted a lot of people. And his mom and family started the West for Youth organization. And really, what the Barons love about the West for Youth organization is their message. It's not hand wringing and nervousness, sitting around dreading what can happen. It's hey, enjoy life, have fun. But you know what? If you want to reach out, talk to somebody, make a call, lean on somebody. It's okay. And we think that when tough as nails hockey players say, hey, it's okay to lean on somebody, lean on us, that's a powerful, impactful statement. And we had another fellow on our team last year whose brother also took his own life. So we had two guys on our team in the last couple of years whose brother you know, took their life, and a lot of our players were good friends or teammates or classmates, associates of Wes's. So it impacted these guys, and the way West for Youth delivers their message is primarily through volunteer youth. Now, how are we involved with them? Well, you can see on the screen. Hopefully, if my video skills are up to snuff, you'll see a picture of our warm-up jersey. If you come early to a game, you'll see us wearing those warm-up jerseys. You'll see another picture here of one of the West for Youth volunteers dropping a puck for opening ceremony before one of our games. You'll see you'll see some research. If you do some internet research about a charity hockey game that's happened in the last number of years, there's another organization called Get in Touch with Hutch. Similar scenario from Arthur Way. And the two organizations get together. It started off in Durham. It was in Mount Forest last couple of years. They play a hockey game against each other and fill the barn and raise a bunch of money for their organizations. Since day one, there's been a number of Barons just go quietly and play in that game. And if you read the article here, you see a name, Tanner Mighton, jump out at you. Uh, this whole idea was Tanner's brainchild. His mom will tell you that she does all the work, and that's probably the case. But Tanner was one of our players. He graduated, moved on. But this is just the type of guys that we have on our team. The guys do not get on the microphone and preach. It's just they carry the message, and it's pervasive in everything we do. They're in our program. You see another picture up here. Last year we ran an event, Bees Go Green for Mental Health. I'll talk a little more in depth about that later. But here, their guys are in that uniform for getting ready for that game. So, you know, here's a situation. If your clients and your customers and your patients have teenage kids, grandkids, they've been impacted by West for Youth and probably a Barron. So we affect a lot of people that way, and we're really proud of that association. I'll come back in the next video and show you the next thing that we've got to show. We'll wrap this one up here. All right, come back. Don't forget, video number 3 coming up. Thanks.